अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा ही है, धरती और सातवें आसमान में फर्क। एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और नाम।
Hello and welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us this evening of weekend, because today is Saturday, but you're here on India's biggest digital franchise business webinar. My name is Neha Gaur and I'm your host for today, and I think for every day. So I'm here to introduce you with some brands into education and food industry today. As always, you also know that we'll try to provide you the maximum business information on brands. Also in this live webinar, we connect you with the brands directly so that you can explore this platform to answer your queries. So I would want to repeat you the Q&A procedure for the people who are new here, they're joining for the first time. If you have any questions during the webinar, please type them into the chat window. We will address them during the Q&A. So while we run the presentation, you can keep sharing your queries by writing them into the chat window. I keep seeing that there are people who raise their hand. So for them, I would like to tell you, please write your queries, your questions in the Q&A box, because we won't let you speak over here. You'll have to write your queries into the Q&A box. So raising hands is not going to, provide any answer. So now, without delaying further, I would like to introduce you with our first brand of the day. We do have Ms. Ritu Joshi with us, representing their play school with the name of Little Oak, based in Mumbai. Rituji, first of all, I would like to welcome you on our platform as a panelist, and I would want to request you to please share some brief with us related to your brand, as well as the expansion and the business opportunities available for our investors into the market. Rituji, over to you.
Hi, just give me a second.
Sure.
I will have to log in through my laptop.
No problem. Meanwhile, you can just brief us verbally also something about your brand, how you started it, and what does this brand do?
Just give me 1 second. We're already there.
Sure.
I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay.
Yeah. Okay. Almost there, on the way. On the way. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
I'm audible, right?
Yes. As I can see, so many people are joining here. If you can just write your location from where you all are joining. Let's say if you're from Delhi, just write Delhi. Or if you're from Chandigarh, just write Chandigarh. So I just want to know, meanwhile, I'll get to know, since I am from Delhi, I am here on this webinar live from Delhi. So I just want to know from where you all are so that we can understand where is the reach going. So I'm awaiting here to you to, for you to write there in the chat box your locations. Okay, Mr. Vyas is from Nagpur, Maharashtra. Good. I have heard. Okay, Nagpur. It's a beautiful city. Your presentation is visible, Ms. Joshi. As again, I can see that Sushil, you're raising hand. I would want you to please write if you have any question, any query, because if you raise hand, I won't be able to understand. Pavanji, you are from Ajmer. Nice. Okay, Rituji, your presentation
Yeah.
is visible, so we can start, I think.
Yeah, hi everyone. I am extremely sorry for this. And thank you, Neha, for killing the time the way you did right now. Okay, so we are from Bombay. I have been in this profession, that is early childhood development, since the last 22 years now. Little Oaks is a brand since the last 15 years. So I'll give a background for myself. I have been a passionate educator since the last 23 years. I did counseling and I became a therapist because I wanted always to open up with my school. And the only flaw that was visible in the preschool market then and even now is that there was no counselor and therapist. Nobody could understand children. So I became a counselor therapist and then I started with the school. I'm a curriculum developer, a parent coach. I'm a ECA treasurer in the Mumbai committee. I'm a graphologist, grapho analyst, art therapist, ADHD specialist. I'm pursuing my post-graduation psychotherapy. I'm a strategic leadership trainer. If you can see, everything is related to the early childhood development right now. I have received a lot of awards and so has the school. From DNA to the Femina has also given me the award as an educationist. And I'm sure everybody knows the award market. These are not the paid awards. We have tons of paid awards also. I have got a lot of chances to represent topics which are very, very close to the early childhood development, innovative ideas of teaching, training for teachers, and loads of things. So now coming to the point, I understand that there are investors right now. Yes, as participants, Neha. Yeah. So is preschool a lucrative business, which everybody will think that why to invest in a brand which is a preschool, where you have to deal with children, you have to deal with parents. So is preschool a lucrative business? Yes, it is. The question is, how is it lucrative? It is our product, which is Little Oaks, is a very good product. I will self-market myself. There is a very good foundation to our product. We are very knowledgeable about our own product. The understanding of our product, what is applicable, what is the market, how to understand the market changes. We are very much aware and we are in the mainstream always. And most importantly, we know how to sell our product. Is it a good product? Yes, Little Oaks is in the market since 2009. We survived the pandemic where 250 schools had to shut down. And we were getting emails where people wanted us to train their teachers on how do you conduct online sessions. So I would say that we were in a very resilient zone, and we were very progressive to adapt to changes. More than 4,000 students have passed from our institute so far. All our parents are yet in touch with us. We've trained more than 500 teachers during pandemic. Now, good foundation, knowledge about the product, understanding what is applicable and being in the market to understand the changes. So our director, that is me, Ritu Joshi, I have been in the field for 23 years. I am a trained counselor and this is till date a big flaw. Every parent I'm sure the participants also would be parents, or there would be children in the family. It's very easy for a school to say that this child is not writing, this child is not reading, this child is not sitting, this child is into screen. But how to have the remedy for it, nobody gives you. Solution is not provided. We are solution providers here. We train teachers, and we keep learning. So I keep learning, I keep engaging, I keep going on study tours, not just in India, even outside India, because there is something happening in the market of education everywhere. And most importantly, I'm very passionate, and the team that I have for this project is very passionate. Knowing how to sell the product, we know marketing. Marketing is an art, and we know how to do it. We have been in the market, been through the phases, and we've overcome the same. Anybody who would like to have a meeting with us, there we can put forward that what are our marketing strategies. Children are born every single day. Okay. Parents' biggest investment is the child. Every parent wants to give the best to their child. Every parent. This is what you want to give. And when they get something which is with quality in the market, they will definitely go there. Parents want to change different things. Try different things. So it is not that how can you establish yourself in the market. It is, I wouldn't say easy to establish yourself, but if the methods are right and the marketing research is right, the marketing done is right, you're touching the core market, then it is absolutely easy to get the first clients. Okay. Then to get how to get the next ones, we definitely guarantee you that once a child is coming to our school, that is our brand Little Oaks, they are going nowhere. They are going to come, their family, their friends, their siblings, everybody will come to this place. So if the quality is delivered, marketing is done right, it is all done in this market. Why should you invest in our product? This is always going to be an upcoming market. Even after AI comes, nobody can replace schools, nobody can replace teachers. Every parent wants some outside party to take care of their child. Everybody. There is a working parent market coming up. So the daycare and the preschool and the activity centers, this is a market. Even pandemic could not kill this market. So nothing is going to kill this market. Even after 20 years, even after 50 years, schools, teaching is always going to go on. And this is a profitable product. Now, how is it a profitable product? The minimum ask, so NCF is the National Curriculum Framework, which is a part of the NEP. NEP is the National Education Policy 2020, and NCF 22, which is the National Curriculum Framework. I am a trainer for that. I take workshops on how do you implement it. So the framework, the NEP says that you need 1,000 square feet area minimum to start a preschool now. The investment that investor requires to put in is the franchisee fees, which is 5 lakh rupees. The interior cost depends upon how you want to do the school, but 5 lakhs would be minimum. So 5 lakhs onward. This I'm talking about 1,000 square feet. Toys and books will be 2 lakh rupees. Plus the operational cost. Operational cost is rent, salary, stationery, the IT department, the electricity, phone, media, and miscellaneous. Your returns, fees charge depends upon the area, location, what kind of setup you're doing, what is the fees that the neighborhood schools are charging, what are the business possibilities, what is the locality dominance. This is something which we have to sit down on the table and discuss and come to. After the initial investment, the major investment, the operational cost is of the rent and the teachers. To whomsoever we will give the franchisee, we would want the teachers to be respected and paid well. The break-even is met in the first 14 to 16 months if we get 50 students. The ROI, that is return of investment, is around 500 to 600%. Support, we will be offering you infrastructure setup support. That is the soft copies will be we will be sharing with you, and accordingly you need to design the walls. Accordingly you need to design the school. You need to just give us the plan of your place, and you need to design. We will give you how to design the school. Finding the place, we will be helping you with that also. What area you should be doing, what kind of a setup we require, every help will be provided by us. Course and curriculum support will be always 365 days. Course and curriculum support will be given to you. So the curriculum will be handed over to you when we start with the school, and the training sessions will be given for the same. Brand creation and development, as we already mentioned, that the marketing support will be provided by us, where we will be completely making, coming out with different concepts. How do you create your brand? Again, we have the complete strategy ready. Once we sit on the table, we will share the strategy of brand creation and development. Teachers training module. There will be at least 2 physical trainings in the year, which we will be coming to the center and giving the physical trainings. And the module will be there. We will be sharing videos with you where everything would be there. How do you even teach cat? And if a child is crying, if somebody is biting the child, what is to be done? Everything will be there in the IT setup. So IT setup will be provided, where everything from the fee structure, the receipt book, the stationery, plus the curriculum, plus day-to-day working, the plan, day plan, the monthly plan, the yearly plan, the festival plan, everything will be provided by us. Marketing support, we will be studying the market along with you. We have a strategy on that. How do we study the market? And we will be applying the same strategy in according to what is required in your locality. And we will be giving a strong franchisee team support. We will be providing you with support whenever it is required. We know our brand, we know our product, we have a strong backup team, we have passion to expand, passion to take the product to every place possible, and we want to bring change where Little Oaks is supposed to be a school which is ready for the children. We don't want children coming to the school who are ready for the school. So the environment which we want to make in Little Oaks, which is already there, is for children. We work for children and not where the children have to come to the school. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ritu. Thanks a lot for sharing details about your brand and your preschool. We do have some questions in our Q&A box, which I would want to take up for you. What is unique in your brand for preschool compared to other preschools?
Preschools do not have counselors and therapists.
Okay.
There wouldn't be a single preschool who is run by a counselor and therapist. They might appoint somebody from the outside, but the emotional quotient of the children is not looked at. So NEP, the National Education Policy 22, speaks about emotional quotient loudly, which came right now. We have been doing this since the last 15 years. So emotional development of the child, emotional health of the child, mental health of the child was our first concern. So here is a place where we are very different, and we work for the children. We work with the children, and we give a custom made curriculum. We do not give a curriculum which is for all 23 children. We work with child to child. And even with our franchisee model, we will continue to do the same.
Okay. I think Rohini, you wanted to ask something.
You're on mute.
It is off, yeah. No, you're not audible. Yes, your voice is there, but it's quite low. If you just speak something so that we can understand.
Yeah. Since you are dealing with the preschoolers, and you said you're a counselor yourself, I'm not able to hear her. Are
Yeah,
you?
your voice is very low. No, Rohini, your voice, you're not audible. If you can just reconnect after disconnecting. Meanwhile, Rituji, I'm going to ask you other questions because there are so many questions in Q&A.
Yeah.
So Mr. Praveen is asking, for a The 1,000 square feet play school, how many classes, batches can be run? How many teachers and investors
Yeah.
will need for the setup?
So if the school is going in full form, then there are 3 classrooms. 1,000 square feet will have 3 classrooms, 2 washrooms. 250 square feet is the classroom requirement as per NEP. And 23 children can be taken in a class. There needs to be 2 washrooms and a reception area. And you can conduct 6 batches in the morning. That is from 8:30 to 2:30. You can also have evening activity center. 2:30 to 4:30 children do not come. So from 4:30 you can start with an activity center. That is 4:30 to 8 o'clock. Depends what kind of area you have, an outdoor area or not. Outdoor area is a mandate now according to NEP. So if you do not have an outdoor area, then you need to have a 1,250 square feet school. So that 250 square feet is given for outdoor play, what children play outdoor. So a passage kind of a thing needs to be done. You need 3 teachers for 23 children. So the ratio is 8:1. So it depends now how many children you have. The salary of the teacher is again depending upon the area. In the 2-tier cities, the salary is somewhere around 4,000 to 5,000 if the teacher is doing 1 batch, 7,000 to 8,000 the teacher is doing 2 batches. In the metro cities, also the prices differs, the salary differs. So if you are at a high range area, then the salary is somewhere between 15,000 to 20,000 for 2 batches, which we would always want a teacher to do 2 batches. If you are at a lower range area in a metro city, then the salary of the teachers would be somewhere around 12,000 to 14,000. The rent again depends upon which area you are in. And what else was the question?
Yeah, so this was for 1,000 square feet play school, how many classes, batches which you want to cover?
Three classes, 6 batches. Six
And how
batches in
many
the morning.
teachers? Yes.
So 6 batches if you have, then you need to have 12 to 15 teachers who keep rotating.
Right, right. Rohini, as I can see that you are back, so if you're audible, I think we can take up your question.
You need to unmute.
Yes, you're on mute.
Yeah, I hope I'm audible now.
Yes,
Yeah,
you are.
absolutely. Clear.
Yeah, Ritu, hi. Hi. So I understand that you have a preschool and I just joined a bit late, but yes, I understood that you're a counselor and you're having a Little Oaks preschool, right? I'm a brain mapping consultant and we do the DMIT where we start with the early discovery for children. So are you into what, are you into looking for having people on board for that as well? And what is the structure like, you're actually looking out for? Like, are you open for the collaborations?
We are right now, I wouldn't say we are open for collaboration right now in the current state.
Okay.
Because being a counselor, we have our assessment methods, strategies where we are able to understand that a child is what kind of a learner, visual, auditory, kinesthetic, tactile, what kind of a learner, which sense organs needs to be delivered, where we need to deliver something, whether it is vestibular, proprioception, or other 5 senses, which is listening, auditory, visual. So we have our methods, but we do not mind collaboration after we get a little settled.
So
because
how many
I know DMIT.
preschools?
I know.
Yes.
I'm very much well aware about what this is. My children have also done it, and I see a lot of advantages with it because the clarity comes at one go. We don't have to do our assessments. The paper, it's on the paper once the handprint is done. So we wouldn't, we definitely would think about it. But if you talk to me about, ask me right now, nothing, no collaborations are in our mind.
Correct. So how many preschools do you have?
We have two preschools we have, Rohini, and both the preschools, both in Mumbai, both in a particular area of Mumbai. One is in the east and one is in the west. Yeah, and one preschool is a 15-year-old school, other is 9-year-old, and both of them are doing pretty well. We have a total of 262 children, students.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
So minimum, what is the space requirement you have?
The minimum
Minimum.
space requirement is 1,000. I'm so sorry. There is something wrong with the laptop and I'm not able to get the camera. I was
No
first from my phone, so I could get the camera on. I can do that. I can come from both the places actually. Yeah.
Right.
So, sorry. Minimum requirement is 1,000 square feet.
1,000 square feet. Okay.
Okay. So I'll take up another question. There is a question being asked by one of our participants. Will you help to hire teachers also?
Absolutely. The teachers hiring, every hiring will be done under our supervision because this is our brand. And the teachers play a very important role. The face of the school is a teacher. It is a teacher who is going to manage the child. So the training also will be done by us, and the appointments, we will be having Zoom calls and Zoom interviews, and we will understand the teacher, and the appointment only will be done by us.
Okay. And where Praveen is asking, where all do you want to expand currently? What are your focus expansion areas?
See, we don't have any particular area to focus right now. So we are wanting to expand pan India because I have worked with a lot of schools all over India as a school consultant. Children everywhere are the same. Humans might be different in each place, part of the country, but when they become the parent, they are the same. So there is no difference in a parent, whether the parent is from Himachal or the parent is from Mumbai. There is no difference in a parent, whether the parent is from a 3-tier city or from Mumbai. The parent is only concerned about the development of the child, and the child also requires one thing. And due to NEP, the National Education Policy and the National Curriculum Framework, now the whole country has one curriculum. So this curriculum will be applied everywhere. So we have our setup ready, we have our team ready. So we would definitely want more than 2 preschools in one area, one city. Then it will be lucrative for us, and it will be easy for you also to market. So that would be something that we would see. We are from Bombay. So Pune, Mumbai, anywhere in Maharashtra, anywhere in Gujarat. I have trained teachers in Gujarat. I've trained teachers in Chhattisgarh. I have trained teachers in Bangalore. So these are my key areas. But there is nothing, as I said, like a key area in education.
Okay. There is one more question is being asked. Will you help in bringing up the students also? I mean, it's more like that. I mean, I think it's more like related to the marketing part. The marketing.
Absolutely, absolutely. We will plan, design the marketing strategies, the brand development sitting together. We have the whole strategy plan ready, and we will share with you the plan, and we will apply the same plan.
Okay. All right. Are you open for Assam?
Yes, absolutely.
What is the monthly fee of individual? They're asking for the ticket size.
Sorry?
What is the monthly fee of individual? Like one.
So it depends, as I said, it starts from 30,000, 25,000 also. It depends upon the area. The fees should be matching to the other preschools running in the area with the similar setup. If you are a little better than them, then you can charge what they are charging. If you are a little okay than them, which we will not be as an interior setup also, so we will do better than whatever is there in and around your area, then we can charge exactly similar to their fees, or we need to charge a little more depending on what locality and what people are around your area. Because I'm sorry to bring caste here, but every caste has a very different thinking and mentality. So we even study what kind of people are, what caste people are going to come to your school, and accordingly we design your fee structure, and accordingly we design your marketing strategies.
Okay, there is one more question I would want to ask Ms. Joshi. What are the 5 qualities or 5 SOPs you have which makes you different from other or similar kind of preschools?
One is
5 qualities.
yeah, mental health. The most important is mental health. Our team, we have a fantastic team on hand. Our curriculum is a well-researched curriculum, and we completely keep developing it year after year. We have play in our curriculum. Play is, we are dealing with Montessori methods, Frobel methods. We are dealing with Indian Montessori methods, which is Gijubhai Badekha methods. Gijubhai Badekha, to bring him here, talk about him. He is the one who is dictating our complete NEP, National Education Policy. We've been following Gijubhai Badekha ever since we started. And most importantly, we are very passionate. This is definitely business also for us, but we are very passionate.
Okay, perfectly said. Thank you so much, Chituji. Thanks a lot. I think we could have this in more detail, but since this is a webinar and we do have limited time for the say, and we run out for the from the time, so that's why we have to wind up. But thank you so much for coming, and thank you so much for sharing so much related to your brand and your preschool and how do you operate. And you answered so many of our questions. So we still have your question unanswered, but yes, in this time, in this duration, whatever you could do, you have done. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Have a lovely weekend.
Thank you so much, Neha, and thank you so much, everyone, for patiently listening to me and taking interest by asking questions. Is it okay, Neha, if I type and send them the answers in the chat?
Yes, so I have already covered all the questions in live answer. I mean, most of the questions we have already covered. But if there is anything which you want to answer, you can write.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. So without taking much time, we'll move forward. Moving forward, we do have our next day, Brain Spark. Through its program, encourages future leaders to get an edge over competition and develop their skills by taking the right step in growth. We have Ms. Roshni Vora, founder of Brain Spark, with us to explain more about the brand and business opportunities for our investors with them. Roshni ji, first of all, I would like to welcome you on our panel. And I would want to request you to please brief us more about the brand and the expansion, as well as investment and opportunities you have for our investors and the participants available here today. Over to you, Roshni ji. Hello. Hi, Rohini. I think you're on mute. So yes, now you're audible. Am I audible to you, Rohini? Hello. Hi, Rohini. Please do let me know if you can hear me. Okay, I think there is some network problem or any technical issue with Rohini, as she is unable to start right now. Hi, Rohini. Am I audible to you? Yes, I think now you are connected properly. So, Rohini, I want to request you to please share inputs related to your brand and just share with us the opportunities, franchise opportunities available in market. You are on mute. I think you'll have to unmute yourself.
I'm sorry. Okay. So I'm Rohini Vora, and I'm the founder of Brain Spark, and we are leading guidance and consultation counseling services, a brand for children, young adults, adolescents, and adults as well, right? So what we do is basically we are pioneers at biometric assessment, that is also known as DMIT to most of the people, as Ritu, could identify. So basically what we do in this company here at BrainSpark is that we believe that, biometric assessments are much more precise when we do the counseling, a paper pen test or any other kind of aptitude tests may not be as precise as biometrics. Biometrics means your fingerprints, right? So this is what we do. And we believe that through our work of in 10 years, we've understood that we've served about 1,000+ clients, and which we has made us come to this place that okay, this really works and this is very precise and this is very important, that we discover the children at an early age, and so that we can nurture them in that direction. And early discovery is very, very important, so that the children don't feel pressurized into any kind of learning, where there is a gap between the teachers and the parents in understanding the child, where we tend to push the child into something what we have wanted to do, or by going through a hardcore system of academics, it might not work for the children. So biometrics is a fantastic tool, and that's what we really do. Based on biometrics, we suggest parents on what kind of courses they should really get their children into, what kind of hobbies they should pursue, what kind of career, which is a very big challenge. The first major challenge a child or a parent faces is that which stream should I put my child into? And if that stream is wrongly selected, a lot of years get wasted. So till now, people have gone into trial and error methods. Okay, let me try this and maybe it works, and let me try this. So through biometrics at an early age, we can really, really help individuals, save on their time, their effort, their money, and help them get success at a very early age. So why not? So I've had a lot of individuals who've become doctors and come and said that we did it because we got a good score and that's why we entered into the medical line. But I don't think I was really cut out for being a doctor. So there have been examples of doctors, engineers, and very big professions. So now this is the time and age where we must encourage our children to enter into various lines based on their abilities, not only their intelligence, but also their personality. So this is based on the theory of multiple intelligence, where it says that every individual is a born genius. Okay, it's just that we don't know where our potential is, and most of our time gets wasted in that. So this is an early discovery, and we highly recommend it for educators, for coaching class people like the preschoolers as well, schools and the corporates. Because in this report, we also have come up with a DISC profile, that is, what is the personality type of an individual. So the corporates often face challenges where they don't know how to retain their people, right? They hire people, but then eventually people leave. That's, because their potential has not been rightly utilized. A person who's in sales cannot be just put into accounts, right? So though he must have done marketing by profession, right? So we need to identify the skill, and which is what this biometrics helps. So the investment part is that we are taking a franchise fee of 3.5 lakhs. If you have your space and place, we can help you design it. If not, we need at least a 500 square feet place which can be designed based on the branding guidelines, and we can be training the people in how the counseling and the software should be really interpreted, right? So we are ready to come there, give training to people, and we are looking forward to people who are into the educational institutes and who have their own places. We are preferring that. So that's what we are ready to give out franchise. Hello.
Yes, Rohini, would you want to explain anything else, or you want me to take it?
I think because of technical issues, I'm not able to share my PPT. So I think I will just take the question.
Don't worry. If you want me to share the PPT, I'll do that for you. Do you want me to share that? So you can explain, because I'm sharing your presentation here. You are on mute again.
Yeah. I think I'm not able to see the screen.
The screen is there, Rohini. The PPT is
Yeah.
visible. Key
Yeah.
features is the
Yeah.
Can you see the
Okay.
screen?
Yeah. So these are the key features. Yeah. These are the key features. I'm extremely sorry. There is an issue with the.
No problem at all. You can let me know if you want me to stop at any particular slide which you want to focus on.
Yeah. Can you just take to the next slide, please?
Sure.
So as you can see that we are wanting to target with areas like Maharashtra and Gujarat. We come from Gujarat, so we are looking first for Maharashtra, that is like Mumbai and Pune, Nasik, Nagpur are the places we are actually looking for. And of course, these are all the places which, as you can see on the screen, Rajasthan, where there are a lot of educational institutes. So these are the places we are targeting where we want to go for. Next slide. Again, Kerala, South, that is Kerala again, where there are a lot of educational institutes. So these are the first primary areas we are looking at. And for a very specific reason, because they are more educationally forward, and they do also, have a lot of students and educational institutes in those areas. That's the reason we are looking out for these areas first. Right. Now, the ideal partner. Right. The ideal partners are definitely going to be the ones who already have educational institutes. They have preschools, they have their schools, they have colleges of their own. They have a corporate setup where we can do the disc profile. So all these people are our potential clients. They are the ideal profile. So this business model is called the FOFO, where we would want to the franchise to be given in such a way where you can have the flexibility of hiring your staff, and we'll just provide you with the software and the technology, where we'll give you the entire training of the reports and the counseling, how it is to be done. With our entire report generation and counseling support, you can take this business model further, where the sharing would be on depending on how you would want us involved. Like, for example, if yeah, the franchise is taken in a way where you already have an educational institute and you have students, we will come and train, and we are generating the reports and giving. So in that case, if the counseling is going to be done by us, it would be a 70-30 profit sharing. Or if the counseling is also taken by you and we are just generating the reports and helping you with the training, it would be the reverse. So it would be again 70-30, where you're doing most of the work. So it's 70 and 30. That is the way we are planning to work this out. Next. So we are ready for all these, we are ready for a master franchise, an area franchise, a multi-unit franchise, or a single unit franchise. Single unit, yes, we are up for it, but we would still emphasize on having either an area franchise or a multi-unit franchise, So if you can take a certain area and build more franchises in that particular area at a specific, kilometer radius. So that can be discussed again. This would be the structure of how it would go. So as you can see that we are ready, the unit franchise will go into the educational institutes, and it can go for individuals both, and where the test can be offered. Unit franchise can be given directly to the corporates as well. So if you own a company where you already do the disc profiles, so rather than the paper pen test, you can just take the software and run it at, and do it, and we will give you an entire counseling support and the report generation. Next. So these are our target customers. We are looking for metro cities and tier 1 and tier 2 cities, where obviously there is a high residential area or there's a lot of population. Basically, it would be the best if, they're educational institutes, right? Again, coaching classes, for example, or a school. Good connectivity. There has to be a good parking facility because when people come, they generally come with the entire family for the counseling, right? The type of customers, again, as I said, it could be parents, students, couples and family sessions. We have sessions where entire families coming together to understand each other, so that they can live in harmony and understand, and there's a better environment, a healthy growing environment within the family. Toddlers, yes, so that they know their abilities at an early age. Yeah, so the contract will be for 5 years for the unit franchise, and the details are written below on how that would go further. Next slide. So these are the roles and responsibilities, like on day-to-day operation of the center, that is the hiring and supporting of the staff will be done by the person who takes the franchise. Administration work and guidance will be done. Counseling executive in respective centers have to be well qualified and professionals. We prefer people who are at least minimum, who've done psychology in some form, rather a BA in psychology or a clinical psychologist, or they have the counseling experience, right? They need to follow the protocols and guidance points, which will be defining for them. Payment, of course, has to be done digitally, and we'll have a central server for having a complete detail set up for that. Local marketing and promotion in the respective areas has to be done by the person who takes the franchise, and accounting, billing, and records will be maintained at the central server. The role of the brand is going to be, will help you set up and help you in the selection, right? Because counseling is something which is the USP in brain mapping. I'm sure Ritu understands what I'm talking. So the USP of brain mapping is the interpretation of the report. Okay, we tell this to people once and again and over that BrainSpark has its USP in the interpretation. If this report is not interpreted well, people will not understand how this actually works. So we help you set that, and we give good training time and again, right? Regular research is done on whatever the trends are. All franchise partners, before they start, they have to have proper counselors. Okay, next. Yeah, so we will be supporting you in, site selection, fit out, and brand support, right? We will help you understand which is the proper area for this to start and how we can help. The staff hiring, as I mentioned again. Marketing support, yes, we will be doing it, all India and globally as well, So that we'll be doing, but in your local area, you can as well do. We can give you the marketing support as well based on the branding guidelines, right? Next. So it's been 10 years for us that we are doing this. Okay. And I think the details rest can be shared. Hello.
Yes, you're audible. I think Rohini, you are on mute now. Yeah, I think Rohini, she's got again some network issues. Majorly, we have got to know about the brand and we have covered all the points. So I do have some questions in my chat box, for which I'll wait for 2 minutes if Rohini, she revives and she comes back so that we can take up the question. But in case we won't be able to answer your questions, you know that the process says that we'll get back to you, we'll come back to you and connect with you in a day or two. My team members are going to get in touch with you for the same. So you can have a one-on-one discussion with them and you can discuss the questions. So we have covered education brands today. There are multiple questions being asked. And I think out of these questions, most of them are already being covered in the presentation. So while you were writing, we were covering the questions. So I think we have covered and most of were being answered. But in case we've not answered your questions, we are going to come back to you. The team members are going to come back to you for sure. And thank you so much. Thank you, Ms. Joshi, for being here on the show entirely. And if you have anything, if you have any input you want to put, you can please let me know. And thank you so much, everyone, for your time. I believe that the brand details and insights shared with you in today's webinar will greatly benefit you to choose the right options into the education industry. So these were the two brands which we covered, but otherwise also we do have multiple brands into preschooling as well as other education segments. So due to some technical issues or some network issues, we've got some glitches, some issues in today's webinar. But tomorrow again, we are coming back with the EV industry, electric vehicle industry. And I'm sure that you will be joining tomorrow again. So, you know, the process of Q&A, you know the process of, when we don't answer your questions, if your questions were not answered during the live webinar, we plan to get back to you within the next day or two. My team gets back to you, they connect with you, they speak to you, they understand your requirements, and accordingly, they suggest you the brand. Also, will receive an email on your registered email ID just after this webinar. I request you to share your queries, your feedbacks. You can write back to me on the same email by answering me, or you can drop me a text. Share your queries and feedback on email or by text is what I want from your side. Also, you can get in touch with us on our hotline number, which I kept sharing in the chat box. And again, I'm telling you for the information, it's 9717683838. Or you can drop me a direct WhatsApp on my number, which is 8800493728. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot for your time, which you have shared with us on this weekend. Thanks a lot.